Hey, what's goody, Frye gang? Splatoon has a lot of gear, and when I say a lot, I mean a whole shit ton. Splatoon has a massive amount of gear, and quite a bit of that is some promotional gear that were given out through random events or through special occasions. And in this video, I wanted to go over all of the promotional gear in Splatoon. And y'all can see if y'all even have any of these, because a lot of these I do have, some of these I do have, and it's kind of cool to see which gears were promotional. Some of these, a lot of these are Japan exclusive, and that really bothers me. But let's just get into it. And our first piece of gear is from Koro Comic. Now, for those of y'all who aren't aware, Koro Comic is a Japanese comic and video game magazine, and they actually held a promotion for the original Splatoon game. Version 2.8.0 Splatoon featured Koro themed promotional gear, and this gear became accessible in-game from shops and can be ordered through Spike. And as you can see on screen, these are the Koro cap and the Koro hoodie. Now, another Japanese magazine, Famitsu. Famitsu is notorious for holding contests for reader-submitted designs to be implemented into the Splatoon games, and gear added in this way becomes accessible in-game from shops and can be ordered through Spike and merch. And the following gear here, the traditional headband, traditional apron, and traditional sandals, these obviously won, and they were added to Splatoon in version 2.0.0. And back with another Japanese brand, and note that none of these are Japanese exclusive unless I strictly say so. So the Famitsu and Koro stuff could also be obtained globally. That's not just Japan exclusive. Well, however, the King of Games, which you may have heard, which is actually a brand in Splatoon. King of Games is a brand of apparel by Japanese apparel manufacturer Edit Mode that produces officially licensed Nintendo clothing. And from launch, Splatoon has included a King of Games gear brand that sells in-game analogs to real-world products. This gear is accessible in-game from shops and can be ordered through Spike. And here we can see it's just some plain black pipe tee and a white lined tee. Now next, this may catch some of you by surprise, and some of you may actually have this gear, and I've talked about this before, but the Squid Girl collab. There was a collab with Nintendo and Squid Girl for Splatoon, and I will play a clip from one of my previous videos where I talked about this more in depth, so I'll play that here. And the final one I want to talk about is a pretty interesting one. This one was a collaboration between Splatoon and Squid Girl, or Shunryaku Ika Musume in Japanese. In Japan, Squid Girl is a very popular anime and manga series that's been going on for quite a while. And the first sign of this collab was actually hinted at by the creator himself, Masahiro Anbe. He first posted a drawing of an Inkling girl wearing a school uniform to his Twitter account. This was then later followed by Squid Girl and Splatoon crossover artwork, again on his Twitter account, and then Nintendo finally came out for themselves and confirmed that this was indeed the crossover that was happening. And this happened just a couple months after the release of Splatoon 1. And in it, we got actually some pretty nice gear, with the Squid Girl hat, the Squid Girl tunic, and Squid Girl shoes. But again, sadly, this was also Japan exclusive. Something I had also talked about in a previous video is the Splatoon Global Testfire promotional gear. So during the initial Splatoon Global Testfire event, players who pre-purchased Splatoon in-game would receive gear to distinguish them from most other players. The upgraded gear was only cosmetic and offered no practical advantage. And as you can see, this is the studio headphones, the squid-themed layered shirt, and the red high horses. Surprised the red high horses were promotional, at least for Splatoon 1, because I actually used these in Splatoon 3. They're one of my favorite pairs of shoes in the whole series. And now we move on to Splatoon 2. Yeah, Splatoon 1 didn't really have a whole lot of promotional gear, which kind of makes sense since it was the first game, but now Splatoon 2 being more popular, there were more collabs. And one of which was with 7-Eleven. So in 2017, 7-Eleven sold exclusive Splatoon 2 merchandise, only in Japan though, because of course. Purchased items were also accompanied by a download code for exclusive in-game gear. 7-Eleven exclusive gear items cannot be ordered through merch, and in a press release it was mentioned that these items could eventually become rewards available through My Nintendo after 2018, which happened shortly after the final fest. And the following gear here on screen were available for purchasing any eligible items, which was the green V-neck limited tee and the red V-neck limited tee. And these next two I'm showing here are only available for purchasing the game itself. The brown FA-11 bomber and the gray FA-11 bomber. And in July of 2019, the gear was made available in the West, in Europe, and codes for all 4 items were given out to users who pre-ordered a Final Fest shirt. Initially, the codes provided only redeem the bomber jackets in-game, but this was fixed, and in the Americas, the gear was made available on My Nintendo for 100 platinum coins on July 22nd of 2029. However, and unfortunately, they are no longer available as of January 1st of 2020. And now we have another Koto collab, and this one really pisses me off because this gear is so clean, and I've already talked about this twice actually in 2 different cut and unused content videos. But the January 2018 issue of Koto Comics included unique product codes that could be used in the Nintendo eShop to redeem promotional gear in Splatoon 2. These Koto Comics exclusive gear items can only be used with the Japan version of the game and cannot be ordered through merch. So these are still Japan only, and these are the very, very clean Eminence Cuff, Milky Eminence Jacket, and Milky Imperials. And these, if you didn't know, actually resemble the signature outfit of Emperor, an antagonist in the Splatoon manga. I am so mad that these are Japan exclusive because these are the cleanest. This is probably the cleanest outfit in the whole game. I love this, alright? I really love this outfit, and it reminds me a lot of Pearl for some reason, maybe because of the Milky Imperials, Empery. I guess I'm making a connection there, but this is probably my favorite outfit in the whole series, and it pisses me off that it's Japan exclusive. However, what some of y'all may don't know, what some of y'all may not know, is that Nintendo actually released a trailer to promote this gear in the Koto collab, and you can actually see Emperor from the manga series right there, and the Inkling basically looking exactly like him. So I'm gonna play that trailer here for you. However, later that year in August of 2018, the issue of Koto included unique product codes and a Spy Gear license card that could be used in the Nintendo eShop to redeem promotional gear in Splatoon 2. These Koto comic exclusive gear items can only be used with the Japan version of the game and cannot be ordered through merch. And nobody's surprised. And as you can see here on screen, it is the Senyu Bonbon Beanie, Senyu Goggles, Senyu Headphones, Senyu Specs, Senyu Suit, and Senyu Inksoles. And these items resemble the spy outfits worn by Blue Team during the Octo expansion arc in the Splatoon manga. For the last Koto promotion for Splatoon 2 on April 15th of 2019, Koto Comic included unique product codes that could be used in the Nintendo eShop to redeem promotional gear in Splatoon 2. These Koto Comic exclusive gear items can only be used with the Japan version of the game, cannot be ordered through merch, exactly like the Senyu set. And these are the Mecha set, the Mecha Head HTR, Mecha Body AKM, and Mecha Legs LBS. These ones are actually so clean, okay? When I was first researching about this, I thought it was just the regular mech suit from like the Amiibos or something. But no, these ones look so much better. This looks so much cooler. And of course, it's only Japan exclusive. Oh, that's so frustrating. Why is all of the best stuff Japan exclusive? Why does Japan always get all of the best shit and we just get leftovers? It's so annoying, bruh. Moving on from Korokoro and back to Famitsu, these following gear items were added to Splatoon 2 in version 2.0.0 and were based on the winning fan designs from a Famitsu competition. That being the Moist Ghillie helmet, Moist Ghillie suit, and Moist Ghillie boots. I don't understand how these won, not to be rude or mean to whoever made these and drew these like submissions, but this is just seaweed. It's just seaweed. That's all it is. How did this win over anything else? I actually have the Moist Ghillie suit, and I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm not sure how this won. It's literally just seaweed. Famitsu also gave codes for promotional gear for those who purchased the 4th Splatoon Koshien fan book. These are only used in the Japan version of the game and cannot be ordered through merch. These being the Koshien bandana and the Octo support hoodie. And that Koshien bandana is actually pretty damn badass. That looks really cool. And for those of you who don't know, Koshien, those are basically just Splatoon tournaments held in Japan. Official Splatoon tournaments. This one actually surprised me. We have a promotion from Hori. Now, if you don't know Hori, they're most famously known for their fighting game pads, their fighting game sticks. Like the arcade sticks. However, with the release of Splatoon 2, a promotional collaboration with licensed merchandise producer Hori saw the Hori Splatoon 2 Splat and Chat headset for use with the online lounge. An in-game gear item with the same design is accessible in-game from shops and can be ordered through merch, and that is the squid fin hook cans. Yeah, these ones, for such a huge collab, this one's kind of boring. It's kind of basic. It's just a tiny little headset, which you probably won't really see in-game all that much anyway because of how small it is. However, an even bigger collab happened on March 16th, 2018, where a Splatfest was announced for Splatoon 2 Japan with a theme inspired by real-world Nike shoes. As part of the promotion, 2 new gear items were added to the game. This gear became accessible in-game from shops and could be ordered through merch and was immediately listed for order on Splatnet 2, these being the Sea Slug Volt 95s and the Sesame Salt 270s. And I can't even lie, bro, these Sesame Salts are clean. I would definitely buy these and wear them in real life, especially if they have that little Tenatech logo on them. Oh, they're so cool. They're so cool. However, these are the only gear items to ever appear on Splatnet 2 with their regular price and abilities. I'm not really too sure what that means, but I'm sure some of y'all can figure that out. But we also have like a little promotional image here of the Inklings wearing these shoes, and these are just so damn clean. Both of them, especially the Sesame Salt 270s. I really like those shoes. I need to find out what the real world equivalent to those are, because I might cop me some. Bro, this one hurts. This one actually hurts because I could have gotten this gear. I could have gotten this gear and I missed it. And they're so clean, especially the shoes. But if anyone applies for a Nintendo Switch online plan or a family plan, they will be given a code, 8 codes if it's a family plan, to redeem the exclusive online gear on the eShop, in which a box will appear in the middle of the square containing the items. Emails containing the codes were no longer distributed after August 31st of 2022, which is my birthday, by the way, and the codes were no longer usable as of December 31st of 2022, and these exclusive gear items cannot be ordered through merch. With the online jersey and the online Squid Kid 5s. These online Squid Kid 5s are so clean, bro. I could have gotten these. I didn't get into Splatoon 2 until like 2020, 21, somewhere around there. So near the end, like after the game's life cycle is already over, after all the updates. But before this whole like cutoff period, I had no idea about this. I don't remember getting a code, I don't think. But I also didn't really have my own account. I had to share one with my siblings till I got my own. So I probably wouldn't have been able to get it anyway. But the Nintendo Switch News app also gave away gear to those who started Splatoon 2 via special news articles of certain worldwide Splatfest and the Splatoon World Champion. Unlike the gear above, these gear items can be ordered through merch in Splatnet 2. And a lot of you may actually be familiar with this feature because that has been happening with Splatoon 3 as well for a lot of the big special Splatfests like Summer Nights, Frosty Fest, Spring Fest, Splatoween, all of that. They made news articles where you could redeem them and you would be able to get them in game. I actually have a lot of this gear. However, the following gear items were available via the Splatoon 2 World Championship 2018 news article, which I don't know why I said items when there's only one, but this is the Splatoon World Champion logo tee. That was actually really dope. I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear that in Splatoon 2. I don't know if there's one for Splatoon 3. I don't think there is one yet, but at least for Splatoon 2, I've never seen anyone wear this. And the following gear items were available via the Splatoween Splatfest news article and its rematch with the Yanshi hat, hockey mask, little devil horns, and anglerfish mask. I think I have all of these in Splatoon 3. And continuing, the following gear items were available via the Frosty Fest Splatfest news article. The New Year's Glasses DX. These ones are actually cool. I like these quite a bit. And they actually say 2019, so that's pretty cool. The Eel Cake hat, twisty headband, and festival party cone. Now, here we have some for Springfest, which is quite a bit. The orange novelty visor, pink novelty visor, purple novelty visor, green novelty visor, Pearl Scout lace-ups, pearlescent Squid Kid 4s, which I'm pretty sure those were gotten through Pearl's amiibo. So unless I'm confused about something, I don't think this should be here. I'm pretty sure the pearlescents were gotten through the Pearl amiibo and only that. And same with the Arena Squid Kid 4s, but we'll get onto that later. Pearl Punk crowns, New Day arrows, Marination lace-ups, the Arena Squid Kid 4s, super powered stripes, and midnight slip-on. So yeah, Springfest had quite a bit more than any of the other ones combined actually. So that one was kind of huge. Now these ones here are from the Final Fest Splatocalypse news article, that being the Eye of Justice, Fierce Fish Skull, Hive Mind Antenna, and Jet Flame Crest. These ones I have seen. I don't think I own any of these. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I definitely don't own any of these because I wasn't there for the Final Fest. But I could have sworn I've seen these in my inventory at some point. But finally, for Splatoon 2, we have some Octo expansion gear. When the Octo expansion DLC for Splatoon 2 was announced, promotional gear was immediately available to players who purchased the expansion. So as soon as you buy Octo expansion, you update your game, you go into your game, and right in the middle of the square is a box there containing the studio headphones and Octo layered LS. I have these and actually used the studio headphones for quite a long time. I'm not sure if these actually returned in Splatoon 3. I highly doubt it. I don't think I've seen anyone wear them. But I mean, why not port them over to Splatoon 3? I guess it's like a nice little piece of memorabilia, an Easter egg towards Octo expansion. Now we finally get on to Splatoon 3, and to no surprise, Splatoon 3 is kind of lame, which is only having promotional gear from the Switch News app, nothing from Korokoro or Famitsu or anything like that. Splatoon 3 really fell off hard. Anyway, the following gear items were available via the Zombies vs. Skeletons vs. Ghost or Splatoween Splatfest news article, Bleak Beak, Swim Reaper, Plankton Walker, and Undead Head, which I'm sure a lot of you have. This next one here is from the Friends vs. Family vs. Solo Splatfest with the Golden Gala mask, Octo Pearl crown, Coral Reef, and Dapper Dasher hat, which was also Frosty Fest. Now this next one, again, Springfest, having more gear than the rest of them for some reason here, with the teal pinehole shades, pink pinehole shades, green pinehole shades, yellow pinehole shades, the Shivery Squid Kid 3, Fried Squid Kid 3, Big Squid Kid 3. Okay, I just realized these were like themed after Deep Cut. I like that a lot. Chained DC toe jams, jeweled DC toe jams, swirled DC toe jams, the trifecta duck boots, trifecta sandals, and trifecta high tops. Okay, bro, these are nicer than, look at those Fried Squid Kid 3s. I'm not just saying that just because I like Fry, but those actually look kind of clean though. The yellow is so nice on that. And then for the last news article, we have the Palace versus Theme Park versus Beach, the most recent Summer Nights, that being the Lionfish Fun Face, Cowfish Fun Face, Zed Fry Fun Face, Monkey Crab Fun Face, Fox Fun Face, and Cartoony Fun Face. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this cartoony one, bro. This shit is way too uncanny. That shit just looks creepy. I actually was playing with someone who was wearing that. 2 people actually. I lost to 2 people wearing that last night, and it just threw me off. That shit looks so unsettling and just creepy. However, that is not all. The final piece of, or pieces of promotional gear here for Splatoon 3 is those from Wonder Crust. Now in Splatnet 3, players can support Krusty Sean in his Wonder Crust tour with the turf points they acquire in online battles. When every location in a journey is supported, they will receive an exclusive piece of gear from the lobby terminal in-game. And these are the Stay Krusty Cap, Crispy Crustoom, Fry Tops, the Judicial Hearing, which I think is pretty funny. Like, that's a play on words because a judicial hearing is an actual thing in courtrooms, and judicial hearings. It's a nice little play on words, which Splatoon is known to do. The Frivolous Paw Suit and Burden of Floof. I have all of these and wear none of them. So, but that's it. That's all of the promotional gear for Splatoon that I was able to find for Splatoon 1, 2, and 3. And obviously Splatoon 2 had the most with the biggest amount, which Splatoon 2 having the most amount of gear anyway. Splatoon 2 was such a massive game, bro. I don't think y'all understand how huge Splatoon 2 really was. Way bigger than Splatoon 1 and 2 in terms of like the gear, collabs, content, weapons. Splatoon 3 beats out Splatoon 2 in weapons, but just the variety of weapons in Splatoon 2 is a lot bigger. The maps there were a lot more maps, bigger maps too, better maps, but we're not gonna get into all that. Splatoon 2 is such an amazing game. But yeah, that's it. That's all the promotional gear there is for Splatoon that I was able to find. If there's anything that I missed, please let me know because I'd love to look at that. And if there's enough, I might make another video on that, which is what I do with every fucking thing. Everything on this channel is a mini series. But I mean, look, y'all aren't complaining, I'm not complaining, so we're really out here. And it just gives me content to make when I can't find anything to make content on. But that is about it for this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed this one because this was fun to make. But that's it. See you next mission and play some goddamn Splatoon.